Artists, today we are going to take our coffee filters that we had put color on, and we are going to turn them into some fish. Now what you have is a fish tracer, and you should be able to push those right close to the edge. You should be able to get 3 fish from your tracer. So what I want you to do is make sure when you line up the stencil that you are super close to the edge of your coffee filter. And you're just going to take a pencil and trace over top of that fish stencil. Aim for your best. If your name is in there, that's okay. And I want you to try to fit at least 3 fish on your coffee filter. You might have to turn your stencil around a little bit too. Like I had my stencil like this with the nose here, and it actually fit better if I flipped it around and put my second stencil nose to nose with my first. Then it's real close to the edges, so I make sure I have enough room. If for some reason you cannot fit 3 fish on your stencil, you can try to freehand one in the room that you have left. Once you have traced your stencil, I want you to use your scissors to cut out your 3 fish. Once you're done cutting out your 3 fish, you can decide if you need to add more color to them. I really like the way that mine turned out, and I don't mind that my name is showing, but if you have some really big areas of white that you want more color in, we can add more marker to that. We won't be able to add the water to make the tissue bleed because we don't have time to let it dry, but you will be able to add some color if you need to. After you've got your 3 fish, I want you to pick 3 spots to put them, and your fish can be swimming in opposite directions. They could all be swimming in the same direction. They could be in a line. They can overlap things, but I would like you to pick where you would like your fish to be. I think I kind of like them all swimming in the same direction, like a school of fish, and I don't mind that it's overlapping my starfish there. I made sure that my picture was on my messy mat for the gluing step because we're going to be using a glue stick, and we want to put our glue on the back of our coffee filters. And instead of getting the glue on the table or on the edges of your paper, I want you to make sure that it is on your messy mat when you apply your glue stick. And if you're using one of the glue sticks that is purple, don't worry, it will dry clear. And when you put your fish on your project, just make sure you push right along the edges so that it's really secure. So I'm going to do that to my last fish. When you are done, you should have an oil pastel underwater scene with a watercolor wash over top. And then we have collaged, which means we have cut and glued our 3 fish from our coffee filters that we made.